Ever wonder why some men struggle while others seem to draw women with simplicity? Stay tuned to learn how to obtain any lady and make her fall in love with you. If I told you the secret is a great awareness of attraction, emotional control, and self-mastery rather than merely charm or appearance, this film might change your approach to women as well as your whole love life. Before we begin our journey, subscribe and like this video. You will want to watch till the very last. Trust me. The insights I'm going to present will truly change everything for you. Chapter 1. The Truth About Attraction. Why do some guys seem to find it strange why they could draw women with simplicity? Maybe you have seen a friend entering a room drawing notice right away. Their secret is lost to us. Attractiveness goes much beyond appearances or charm. It genuinely comes from confidence, honesty, and emotional intelligence. Imagine you at a party surrounded by laughing and music. Across the room you see a woman. Rather than approaching her with prepared sentences or flitzy gestures, you focus on emitting a real confidence. You have worked on your interests, passions, and self-esteem development. This is more about being at ease with you than about showing off yourself. Think back to a time when you felt totally assured. Perhaps it happened during a presentation at work, or while you were at last attaining a personal goal. Remember the luminosity of that confidence? It caused people to find their way to you automatically. That is the true attraction's driving power. You stop trying to wow people when you come to embrace your own self. Instead, you let your own persona show. Men who are comfortable in their skin, who can openly communicate their ideas, dreams, and even vulnerabilities without care for criticism. Appeal to women has a discussion. You had lately seemed like a connection from the first word. That is the grace of actual participation. Then consider what unique talent you have. With someone specific, what interests you have that you might share? By means of your own self, you will be able to identify natural attraction. Chapter 2. What most men get wrong about women. Stop doing this. Let me clear some common misconceptions guys have about women. Many men believe that women long for a project, someone they can help develop or influence. Not much different from the truth could this be. Women search for partners, not for projects. They long for a realness, power, and the ability to fairly share experiences. Imagine a woman revealing her ideas and dreams to you just to be disregarded or judged. Her emotions would then be what? Maybe underestimated and misconstrued? Accept your real self, instead of trying to match her preconceptions of what you think she wants. Women respect men who respect their liberty and engage in genuine interaction with them. Think back on your past contacts with women. Have you ever tried passing for someone you are not meant to wow? Reflect on how that influenced you. I find it to be really taxing. Authenticity is more enticing. When you actually show her interest in her ideas and feelings, you strengthen a connection based on mutual respect and understanding. Consider the truly enjoyable things you do. From what values would you be motivated from? Giving them to a woman not only helps her to see your real self, but also invites her into your universe. Over a shared interest or ideology, have you ever been rather close to someone? Those are absolutely valuable occasions with long-lasting consequences. So start to be authentic rather than trying to dazzle. Allow her to see the man hiding behind the front stage. The right lady will value you for who you are, not for who you imagine you should be. Chapter 3. How Stoicism can make you magnetic, the power of emotional control. Let us now investigate how Stoicism might increase your magnetism. Imagine handling life with emotional consistency, regardless of the challenges that come along. This is the essence of Stoicism, a philosophy designed to enable us to retain emotional and reactive control. Imagine yourself on a date and things are not working as planned. Maybe there is an awkward quiet or an unexpected topic that generates disagreement. You stop, inhale deeply, and calmly address the matter instead of flying around in defense or terror. This emotional control not only demonstrates your maturity, but also provides her with a safe space in which she could express herself. Go back to a period when you were turned down or disappointed. What exactly was your reply? Did your emotions rule, or did you back off and evaluate the situation? Learning emotional control increases your attraction as well as your resilience. Women really respect guys who can stay grounded, particularly in tough conditions. Remember a time you watched someone elegantly manage a challenging circumstance? Did that not lead to more respect of them? Emotional control has the attraction in that regard. People start approaching you when you exude confidence and peace. You begin to be the person they want to surround, someone who can survive any storm. How then one may cultivate this emotional resilience? First, start with mindfulness practices. Think on your emotions and how they direct your actions. Remind yourself that your response to challenges defines you, not the situation. Women's impressions of you can be much changed by this shift of viewpoint. Along with making you seem better, Stoicism will enable you to build tighter ties with those around. Recall, emotional stability draws people into your sphere like a magnet. Chapter 4. The words that make her fall for you, deep emotional connection. When it comes to growing close emotionally with someone, your choice of words could make all the difference. Words have enormous power. They can inspire, uplift, and create lifetime-long relationships. How then might you use this gift to make her fall for you? It starts with openness and honesty. Imagine seated across from her in a little cafe, the air smelling of coffee. You can see from her eyes that this is the moment to genuinely connect. You decide to probe more than engage in small conversation, usually focused on the daily tasks or the weather. Starting with, what's something you've always dreamed of doing but haven't had the chance to yet? This question not only piques your interest, but also provides the path for a thoughtful conversation. Simple words like, I appreciate your perspective, or that's a really interesting thought, can go a long way in making her feel valued. Women often seek comfort that their ideas and feelings are valid, and by affirming her, you build a bond of trust. As you continue to communicate, be aware of the power of affirmations. Now consider your past relationships. Were there times you felt ignored or dismissed? Perhaps there were times you wished your partner understood you better. By being the opposite, by listening carefully and sharing, honestly, you create a unique dynamic. She will feel seen, heard, and cherished, basis for any love story. Remember that the objective of your conversations is to create a real connection, not only to wow her with smart words. This road of emotional connection takes time, but the benefits will be well worth the work. She will be drawn to you in ways you never would have imagined. Chapter 5. Actions that speak louder than words, Stoic confidence. In the context of attraction and relationships, the adage, actions speak louder than words, is absolutely true. While words can open the door to connection, your actions will decide whether or not you can pass through that door and create a lifetime relationship. Imagine you have been dating someone amazing for some time and you want to show her just how much she means to you instead of just telling her. Think about what kind of meaningful activities you could do for her. Maybe a surprise date to her favorite restaurant, or spending some time listening to her when she has a bad day. These kind of gestures will show her that you are really committed in the relationship. Think back on your own experiences. Could you recall a time when someone's actions made you feel valued or loved? Maybe it was a friend who dropped by unannounced to help you through a trying period. Or maybe it was a partner who made breakfast in bed. These little daily events form the basis of a great relationship. It's about believing in yourself and your decisions. Since every action you do advances you, even if none of them will be perfect. Think about your past relationships. Were there times when you hesitated to act out of fear or insecurity? Perhaps you missed an opportunity to make a memorable moment because you were worried about what she might think. Chapter 6. Applying Stoicism in modern relationships. Relationships can be complicated and demanding in the fast-paced world of today, but using Stoicism will help you find clarity and gracefully negotiate these difficulties. How then could you apply Stoicism in your current relationship? Imagine a scenario whereby you and your partner have a disagreement. Instead of letting your emotions control you, approach these challenges with a Stoic attitude. Imagine a situation whereby every relationship will face obstacles, communication breakdowns, misunderstandings, and external pressures. Imagine a situation whereby you and your partner have a disagreement, and instead of letting your emotions take over, take a step back and assess the situation rationally. A Stoic approach helps you to express your ideas and emotions without losing sight of the love and respect you share. Reflect on what really matters. Is winning the argument more important than maintaining the relationship? Understanding yourself is key to understanding your partner. This self-awareness will enable you to approach your relationship with compassion and patience. As you negotiate your relationship, keep in mind the need of self-awareness. Take time to consider your feelings and actions. Are there patterns or triggers that lead to conflict? Using Stoicism in your relationship can help you to develop a closer awareness of yourself and your partner. This road of self-discovery and emotional development will open the way for a more strong and contented connection. Chapter 7. Be true to yourself, the final Stoic lesson. This is key. Ask yourself this: when was the last time you felt really connected to someone? I mean, really connected, where you could be your true self, free from judgment. Many people, especially in romantic relationships, fall into the trap of trying to be someone they are not. Go back to your most memorable contacts or relationships. They were unique in what way? Was the shared laughter? The inside jokes? Perhaps it was the deep conversations, when you both let each other share their dreams and concerns. Those times only become realistic when both people are real. This genuineness fosters trust and understanding by itself. Imagine yourself among people at a gathering. You see a group engaged in a deep conversation, and instead of hiding in the background, you muster the bravery to join in. So, exposing your honest ideas and viewpoint, consider how freeing that feels. It is about offering your own self to the mix, not about becoming the life of the party. From what source are you happy? Not sure then, challenge yourself to show others these facets of your life, particularly those you wish to interact with more deeply. Starting with introspection, spend some time figuring out your basic values and what really counts to you. Everyone has insecurities. Thus, by presenting yourself as your real self, you are helping others to do likewise. The magic happens when one realizes that being authentic is more essential than perfection. Finally, when you live according to yourself, you will attract others who value you for who you are, not for who you think you ought to be. And in the field of love, the real relationships are formed here. Chapter 8. Conclusion. Why mastering yourself changes everything. As we travel to the end of this road, let us consider a simple reality. Unlocking the love life you want requires first mastery of yourself. Remember all the lessons we have gone over from knowing, attraction to using Stoic ideas in your contacts. Every argument we addressed has added to one main theme: self-mastery. This is a great place to be, and you start everything. Imagine yourself standing on the threshold of a new chapter in your marriage. You now know to accept your actual self, communicate with emotional nuance, and act courageously with confidence driving behind it. Think back on the times you have been demoralized about love. Perhaps rejection or disappointment you experienced made you doubt your value. Remember, however, that perspective shapes your reality. When you master yourself, your emotions, your reactions, your mindset, you become the architect of your love life. You create chances for real connections and build a foundation of trust and respect. Every meditation helps you to get closer to knowing your needs and what you want in a mate. Take these ideas with you going forward. Think on your path, your development, and the events that have shaped you. What about yourself have you discovered? In what ways have your former relationships? Think back to times in your life when you have told someone special about your dreams or fears. Many times, the events result in the strongest friendships. Vulnerability creates intimacy so that both spouses may be seen and understood, though it can be frightening to be honest with someone about your own self. Remember that your love life is a journey, rather than a destination. As you apply these Stoic ideas, self-mastery is an ongoing process. Every day presents new chances for development, learning, and connection. Embrace the challenges as part of the road to become master. At last, think about the kind of love narrative you want to create. See it here visually. Visualize the times of laughing, happiness, and connection. Retain that vision and allow it direct influence on your conduct moving ahead. Said otherwise, thank you for watching. Till next time.